This is a series where we make all the addicting Christmas treats. This next recipe you are not gonna wanna miss. This is the recipe that I make that everybody fights over. They are peanut butter balls. They are a no bake. You don't have to use your oven, but you do need a double boiler. So let's get these started. Big bowl, 1 stick of butter, 2 cups of peanut butter. This container is 16 ounces. This is actually from the peanut butter company. I'm gonna use the entire jar. 3 1/4 cup powdered sugar. 2, 3. I like to get this mixed before I add my Rice Krispies, so we're gonna mix it all up. I ended up getting in there with my hands to really like get it mixed up. Now we're gonna add our Rice Krispies. We're gonna add our 3 cups of Rice Krispies. We're gonna mix these in. You kind of want to be gentle when you're mixing these in. You don't want to like macerate them because you want some of that like crispy crunch. Here's your mixture. Don't worry if it looks crumbly, because as you make the balls, it all kind of like forms together. See? We're going to get our chocolate melting in our double boiler. In my double boiler, I have about 12 ounces of chocolate, milk chocolate or like a chocolate bark, and about a tablespoon or so of coconut oil. So we're gonna let that all melt. While my chocolate is melting, I like to roll all these and get them on a plate. About like that. This is probably the longest part of this recipe. This recipe also, these freeze really well. After you dip them in chocolate, you can put them in like a gallon bag or Tupperware container and freeze them, and they stay good for, I don't know, a while. Honestly, you probably wouldn't have them in your freezer long enough or they would go bad. All of our peanut butter balls are formed. We're still just waiting for our chocolate to melt, and then we'll dip them all. My chocolate is melted. I've got a little station here. So over here on the counter, I've got all my balls, my peanut butter. And I've got my double boiler, I've got my chocolate. And then I have my pan with parchment paper. And we just dip. One goes in. I like to use a fork because once you take it out, it's not going to take a bunch of chocolate with you. So I twirl it around. Put it there. I usually do a few at a time, but for filming purposes, I usually do one. I'll put them on here, and then I take whatever Christmas sprinkles I have, and I sprinkle them on top, and that's it. I'll show you the other few when I'm rolling them in the chocolate. So sometimes I'll do like 1, 2, 3. It's okay if a little pieces fall off. You just want to get them all coated. Drip, drip. Oops. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's it. Our peanut butter balls are all dipped, cooled, and set. We're gonna pack them and pop them in the freezer. We'll sample one just for video purposes. So good. Let me know if you make them.